just like in the everyday experience, many times you experience yourself without yourself, so to speak, but then you're drawn back into some attention, and instead of doing mantra, you allow the thought process to go, and then an identity is created. You form this form and believe in what's going on. But these are the opportunities that I mentioned before about turning up the heat. And the more the heat's turned up, that's beautiful, because as you start to see, okay, ooh, you know, I'm kind of involved in this. But before you become kind of involved in this, mantra. Because when the mantra is running, the mind is busy, and without the mind, you can't be involved. The mind is what creates the sense of this form, this thought train that's identified with and labeled as my mind, my thoughts, my actions, my body. And the more the heat gets turned up, that's the time. That's where, you know, where you talk about the progressive steps. Those are where the progressive steps really come in as a use to you, the selfless self, using this instrument to know yourself, and without identifying. Up to and including, you know, as Maharaj says, willingly or unwillingly, someday or another, you have to leave the body. So that's like this such, you know, you've processed all of these different times where there could be a pull to become individuality, to like say, oh, this individual, this is happening to me. And up to and including, like Maharaj says, there won't be any concept of I'm dying, because it'll just be the scene, passing, no identification with what's going on. That's it. So these are the opportunities, and these are the things that I've already kind of seen in India of, you know, the food poisoning and the hospital and the cab ride. And last year I had the pulmonary embolism, and I mantraed while I was in the ambulance, because they were like calling and setting up all this stuff. And while that was happening, I just concentrated mantra. And yes, it's true. There was the formation of formlessness taking form to do mantra, but no concepts were added and concepts were dissolved. So it's not like I sat there and I said, I'm in the ambulance. Oh, but who's in the ambulance and who's worried about this and what's happening? And this, no, just mantra. So that, yes, there was an identity taken of I'm doing this mantra. And yes, that I am is supposed to be dissolved. But in the moments where the heat's turned up, that's when the mantra comes in, slowly, silently, permanently. And then the idea of all the time doesn't occur, because there's no you in time to be all the time.
Mm.